Hello and welcome back to another tutorial. Today we are going to talk about the head section of our WordPress theme here. Yesterday we built a very basic theme. It's about as basic as you can get, but we need to add some content into the head section to make WordPress more effective. So to do this, we're going to need to add some content here. So first one we're going to do is the PHP language attributes. This will tell your browser that what language your website's in. So to do this, we're going to do open PHP tags just like this, and we're going to tell you language attributes, and that doesn't take an argument, and we'll close out our PHP here. So what this does is it tells your browser that your website's in a certain language. So to see how this works, let me go into my admin here. Just had this open, I'm sorry. Log me in here. So first thing we can look at is open your inspect element. And you see how it says language EN-US. It says it's in English, and we're using the US version of English. So to change something like this, we go to General, and we go down and you see Site Language. Well, that's what that PHP tag is. We just put it, controls that. So we go UK, save changes, wait for it to save, refresh. And now it says EN-GB for Great Britain. So I'm going to change that back to US so I don't confuse myself later why it's coming up like that. And that's pretty much what that does. Next thing we want to do is add the title tag. Now, this title tag is not really going to show anything for us right now because the way we have our site set up. But we'll change this later on to have it function properly. Since we just have an index page, it really doesn't know what to display. When we add more pages, and we'll come in and adjust this to show the title up here where it says tutorial, we'll get it to display the tutorial and the name of the page. But for right now, it's not going to function properly because we just have an index page. Alright, so next thing we want to add is some a link information. Actually, I forgot one. Let's do our char set, and this explains to the browser what type of HTML we're using. How's it coded? So we'll do char set PHP blog info. So this is another HTML, WordPress specific tag, blog info, and we're going to give it an argument of char set. And we've got to close this out properly. There you go. So it's going to tell the browser that, hey, we're using HTML5 coding, basically. That's what it's saying. It's not necessary, but it's always good to have. Next thing we want to do is a link. And we're going to say rel and profile href. Now this link gives your website some proper markup for its what's it called? Schematics, something like that. It's more of an SEO thing. So it's just good to include this into your theme here. I looked that one up, I couldn't remember it off the top of my head. And we'll close it out. Now we want to add the ping back. So if you ever used WordPress before and someone links to your post, you'll get an update in the back end where the comments are that you have a ping back to your website, and this is what this does. So we're going to add another PHP tag, blog info. And we're going to give an argument of ping back underscore URL. And we got to close this out properly. So basically you'll get a message in the back end when someone posts a link to your website. So that's what that does. Now we're going to do add some comment code here. This is just for the comments. If is singular, and this doesn't take an argument, and get option. Thread comments. I like to put a space there so I can see it better. We're gonna get our comment reply script, which we'll do later. Or I mean, it will be added in by adding this code here. So when we have comments on our theme, this will show the reply script for it. So let's just make sure it's right. PHP singular, get options, start comments. It looks all good. And the last thing we need to include is called, this one's an important one, PHP WP head. Takes no arguments. And this is going to include your style sheets, your JavaScripts, jQuery, whatever you add in your back end of your theme here, it's going to publish them right here. And the head section is very important. If you forget this, if you took that out, if we took this out and we didn't have that there, first off, our style sheets and stuff are not going to be published into our head section. So our JavaScript and our style sheets are not going to show. Also, if we don't have that set up properly, plugins are not going to function properly. Plugins look for this code and it checks to make sure that the specific JavaScript is loaded for that plugin. If not, it's going to load the plugin or the JavaScript needed, but it needs the WP head. So that's very important. So this is the basic head section of a WordPress theme. It's pretty simple. The best way to use this is to say, if you're building multiple themes, it's just copy and paste it. It makes it a lot easier. If you guys have any questions about this, please leave a comment on YouTube and I'll be sure to help you out. Next tutorial, we'll jump into the footer section, and then we will also start breaking this up. So I'll see you in the next tutorial.